Enough with excuses. If you're still overthinking your content, it's time to get off your head and into the action. Snap out of it. If you're stuck in your head, then this is your wake-up call. Do you ever wonder what would happen if you stopped holding yourself back? If you stopped doubting your potential, ignored the noise and just went for it? Do you? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandolyn David and I am a makeup creator. About a year ago, I made one of the toughest decisions of my life to finally step out of my comfort zone and make my dream a reality by starting my own YouTube channel. Ta-da! It wasn't easy. I had doubts, fears, and honestly, I had so many excuses not to start. I told myself I wasn't ready yet. I told myself I wasn't good enough. I needed to be a professional makeup artist. I needed to go for more classes. I had a whole lot to learn because to me, YouTube is a big deal. Especially as a makeup artist on YouTube, there are a whole lot of things you're going to be doing. You're going to tutor people want to learn new ideas, they want to see you come up with tricks, hacks. It's a whole lot. So I felt like I wasn't ready, I wasn't good enough yet to own a YouTube channel. But here I am a year later, reflecting on this journey that has completely changed my life in ways I never imagined. During the course of my journey here, I've learned so much. I've had so many ups and downs. It's been a bumpy emotional roller coaster ride. There were moments when I felt like giving up, and then there were days when I felt on top of the world. Yeah, which is what I want to share with you today. The lessons, the growth, the struggles, and all the things I'm still learning along the way. In my previous video, I talked about how YouTube has changed my life, and I touched on a few points about my journey. So if you haven't watched that, I'm going to leave a link up here. So make sure you go click on that first, because I won't be talking about a lot of things that I said in that video in this one, and you don't want to miss out. So go watch that first. Okay, today I want to dive deeper, not just into how YouTube can change your life, but how you can actually make that happen no matter where you're starting from. Whether you're just about to start or whether you're a new YouTuber who is trying to navigate this big world of YouTube. So let's get into everything I've learned and everything I am still learning, because I know you've probably never heard any of this from other YouTubers. I'm about to share the real stuff, the genuine ways you can grow and succeed on this platform. Point one, there will be hard days. Let's start with the most important thing. There will be hard days. There will be days where you question everything, days where you don't feel confident enough, days where you want to cry your eyes out, days where you feel so discouraged, you don't even have the energy to create content. And honestly, that is completely normal. You'll be hurt when your videos don't perform well. You question whether it's even worth continuing. There will be days when it feels like nothing is going right. You wonder what it is that you're doing wrong. You will question yourself. You'll face obstacles. But those struggles are what makes your story relatable and inspiring. I've had my phone stolen. I barely have enough money to invest in new products. Yes, I said it. Saying it with confidence. I'm broke. Imagine being in a position where the only means you can create content and upload, putting your craft out there for people to love, has been taken away from you. And this happened to me when it felt like my channel was starting to grow, to achieve something great, and I'm like, what the hell? Where did this devil come from? Like where did you come from? It was crazy. I literally almost lost it because and in the midst of all of this, I barely have products to create content with, and I'm like, what is happening to me? No foundation, no concealer, no powder, nothing. I'm like, this devil wants to prosper, but no, what God cannot do does not exist. Anyways, I had to use my sister's phone to create content during that period. Thank God for her support and love. It wasn't easy. So even in the midst of all of this, I kept creating. Why? Because those struggles make your story worth sharing. People connect with your journey and not just your success. So even when it's hard, keep creating, keep going. Your story might actually inspire someone else to keep going. So don't stop pushing. Push yourself, keep going. In fact, push harder. Just keep going. Now here's the key. Those tough days, they're part of the journey, and you'll definitely come out stronger on the other side, as long as you're determined to push through. Most of the big creators we look up to today have gone through the same struggles. Although it might not always look that way from the outside, but then everybody has gone through one struggle or the other. It's never an easy journey. It's not a smooth ride. The most important thing is to keep going even when it's hard. You'll find that your struggle can actually become your greatest inspiration. People will connect with your journey. They will connect with your persistence, your consistency. And that's what can set you apart. So even when you feel like giving up, just remember that you're one step closer to success. So keep pushing. Don't let the devil tempt you to give up. Don't give up. Point two. Family and friends may not be your biggest supporters. And don't spam them with links. Here's something that might surprise you. Your family and friends may not care about your YouTube videos as much as you think. Sounds harsh, but it's the truth. Now, I'm not saying they don't care about your YouTube channel or what it is that you're passionate about. I'm saying that you might send your links to them, expecting them to be your first viewers and your biggest supporters. But then most of the time, they're probably too busy with their own lives to click and watch your videos. And even if they do watch your videos, they might not stay long enough to help your analytics. In fact, strangers are the ones who care more about your content than the people closest to you. So here's my advice. Don't rely too much on family and friends for views. Focus more on creating content that attracts people who genuinely care about what you're doing. And trust me, your true audience will find you. And when they do, they'll actually engage because they love what you're creating. Don't spam your videos in WhatsApp groups or flood their DMs. It's not the best way to grow your channel. Instead, channel that energy into reaching the people who are interested in your content. Build a community. It might take time to build a community, but trust me, it will be worth it in the long run. Build an actual audience that connects with what you're creating. Those are the people that will stick around. Point 3. Be real and authentic. This next one is something I'm still learning, and it's huge. In fact, it's the most important. You can have the fanciest camera, the best lighting, the latest gadgets, but if you're not being yourself, people can tell and they won't stick around. Now, take me for example. I'm a professional makeup artist and I've got only one foundation. One. And my concealer is practically empty. I'd love to have every product in the book, but I don't. And that's okay. Because I mean, honestly, the last thing we need is that perfect influencer pretending that their life is a never-ending vacation in Maldives. Can't even afford a vacation here in Nigeria. Here's the truth. People don't want to see perfection all the time. They want to see you. They want to see your personality, your realness. And I'm learning that being vulnerable and showing that side of myself is what keeps people coming back. Authenticity builds connection. And that's what makes people feel like they know you. So be real even when it's hard. It will pay off in the long run. Point 4. YouTube will humble you. Do I need to say this again? YouTube will humble you. Make sure you're reading my lips. Humble you. Now, here's something you really need to keep in mind. YouTube will humble you. I'm saying this without the love in the world, though. YouTube is going to humble you. Just keep that at the back of your mind that you're going to be humbled. You could have the fanciest gadgets, the top of the line camera, the best microphone, lighting that makes you feel like a Hollywood star, or a room so beautiful it feels like it belongs in a magazine. But guess what? YouTube does not care. You could still end up with just 3 views. Like, literally, you would post with the perfect video setting. Like, your video is looking so clean. And then after uploading your video, expecting to see views, likes, because oh my god, the video is giving. And then boom, 3 views. Max 5. And you know what? Out of those 3 views, you might be your own viewer and maybe a family member or a friend. That's the humbling truth. That's how much YouTube will humble you. YouTube does not automatically reward you for having the best equipment. It's a real lesson in humility. Hallelujah. You could create the most visually stunning video and it doesn't resonate with people. Congratulations, you just made the world's fanciest invisible art piece. Invisible. Probably visible to only you do. But here's the kicker. Success on YouTube isn't all about the glitz and glam. It's about consistency, authenticity, and engaging with your audience. Fancy equipment is nice. I mean, who doesn't want to have fancy equipment? But it doesn't guarantee success. So stay humble, keep learning, and most importantly, keep going. Even when YouTube tries to give you that reality check, because it will. I promise you. It will. Just when you think you've nailed it, YouTube will remind you you're still on the beginner level of this game. And that's okay. Every creator has gone through it. Just keep pushing. You eventually find your groove. Point 5. There is no one way to figure out the YouTube algorithm. Seriously, there's no one way to figure out the YouTube algorithm. Forget all those things those big creators tell you. All those 10 secret tips to make your channel explode. Please, ignore them. I'm doing you a favor here. Ignore them. I've tried. It did not work. So ignore them and it will take me later. You watch a video, these big YouTubers will be telling you to do this and do that, and boom, you'll be successful. Okay.
Now you sit and you're watching and you're like, okay, I should try this. I think this is gonna work for me.
Then you do, and you're still stuck with your 10 views. Now you're wondering, do they have 10 hits? Why is it working for them and it's not working for me? Think about it. We're all in the same boat with our 10 views. Honestly, just forget it. What worked for them might not work for you. It's like they cracked the code to the channel. While you, on the other hand, you're like trying to log in and getting this access denied message. Like, YouTube, thanks for nothing. So to save yourself the heartache of following every success tip only to be left staring at your 10 views, here's what I suggest. Study the algorithm yourself. If possible, become an algorithm detective. Figure out what works for you and your content, and trust me, avoid all those unnecessary trends that pop up. You cannot hop on every trend. I would suggest you hop on trends that are related to your niche. That's the best way to go. And create videos that you yourself would actually want to watch. Create your videos, watch them, and think, is this something viewers would enjoy watching? And also send your videos to maybe close friends or family members to get their own point of view, what they think about your videos before uploading for your general audience. Because let's be real, the algorithm is like that one friend that is unpredictable. 1 minute they're hyping you up, and then the next minute they're ghosting you, like that do does to you. Sometimes it feels like the algorithm is a messy breakup. You put in all this effort and then it leaves you wondering, what did I do wrong? Like, you would literally be speechless. Like, what did I do wrong? Did I post at the wrong time? Or was the thumbnail not good enough? Or was it a title? What do I do to attract viewers? It's like trying to read your ex's mind. There's no clear manual that says this is how to win YouTube. So don't sweat it. My best advice, experiment, test, and see what clicks for your channel. It's a learning process, a real one. And trust me, when you finally start to see progress, you'll feel like you won the lottery. Just don't expect the algorithm to be your best friend right away. It's more like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes it's thrilling, and sometimes you just keep saying, God, I beg. God, I beg. God, I beg. I'm so frustration. So that's my journey, a whole year of learning, growing, and creating. Looking back, I realized not just about how much my makeup skills have improved, but how much I've changed. I'm learning to be more real, more true to myself, and that's exactly why I'm putting this video out there. I'm learning to be authentic in everything I do, and honestly, let's see how that goes. So if there's one thing I want you to take from this, is that YouTube is a journey. There will be ups, there will be downs, but you have to keep going. Don't compare yourself to others. Just create content that is true to you. Stay consistent, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Now I want to be real with you. Despite having over 4,000 plus subscribers, I'm not monetized yet. Wild, right? But you know what? That doesn't stop me. I'm going to keep striving forward, even if my views are low. I'm dedicated to creating relatable content with you all, so stay tuned for my upcoming videos. They're going to be more interesting, and I can't wait to share this journey with you. Success won't happen overnight, but when it does, it'll be worth every frustrating moment. So keep creating, keep learning, and I promise you get there. See you in my next video. I hope you stick around and join me as I keep figuring out this big world of YouTube. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and share with anyone who you feel might need a little inspiration on their own journey. Your support means the world to me. I love you guys. Bye. And I'm saying it's not the fanciest gadgets, the top of the line camera, the best of this game. I'm learning to be more real. Hey, connect with your journey. To connect with your persistence, your consistency. What's next? I have learned so much. I had so many ups and downs. It's point two. No. The last thing we need is another. Who are all these ones?